Hey all you crazy poison people, how are ya? Well, I'm Trass and I'm here to take you on a solo adventure. So let's get extra poisoned. So Baba Yaga, no clue if I'm saying that right. Have you heard of her? Baba Yaga is a witch, or perhaps she's an ogress from Slavic folklore. You know what? Same girl. Me too. According to legend, Baba Yaga recommended Veles to steal the heavenly cows from Slavic heaven Prov, so he did. Listen, I don't know what heavenly cows is, but apparently it pissed some people off. So gods who lived in Prov at the time got mad, and they cursed Yaga. One of her shiny golden boots became a bony leg. Interesting. Her eternal youth and beauty faded, and she became the woman we know today. No matter how hard Baba Yaga tried to lift the curse, she could not regain what she had lost, even with her wealth of knowledge. And those guys were probably a bunch of dicks about it. I mean, let's be serious. Baba Yaga has legs for both worlds, so the human realm and the underworld. She is neither human nor dead. Yaga's hut, standing on the edge of two worlds, is a gate to the Slavic underworld. Weird. Baba Yaga can shapeshift into anything, transform you into anything, send a powerful curse, deprive you of life, you get it. She's a big foodie, apparently. We'll talk about that in a minute. With numerous valuable magical artifacts, and she even possesses a magic carpet. That fucking bitch, I need one. She supposedly lives in a magical hut in the forest, and I guess that bitch, helps, imprisons, or eats people, usually children, which, fair. She is apparently one of the most famous figures from Slavic folklore as guardians of the fountains of the waters of life. And she is sometimes seen as embodying female empowerment and independence. You go, bitch. Baba Yaga is depicted as an enormous, ugly old woman who lives in a hut. This hut is surrounded by a fence of human bones, and the entire house is perched on top of chicken fucking legs, that allow her home to wander the woods wherever she desires. And you know what? I'm super fucking jealous. She may be living in this hut with 2 or 3 sisters, and all of them are referred to as Baba Yaga, and when they are together, it's Baba Yagas, plural, because there's several. In case you didn't pick up on that. She is a lot of times seen draped over her stove or reclining in her hut. She, I guess, is so big and the hut is so small that she takes up the whole damn thing, and her nose touches the ceiling when she's reclining or laying back and relaxing. I guess this bitch rides in a mortar propelled by a pestle with one hand, and in the other she holds a broom, and she uses this to sweep away any trace of her tracks. And you know what? That's pretty fucking smart. So she usually leaves her hut in the morning and returns in the evening. She commands a flock of black geese that circle the skies looking for children because, yum. If you stumble across a Baba Yaga, you're only running into just one of such witches. Sometimes heroes stumble across a trio of 3 Baba Yagas living together, which we had discussed. But it doesn't really matter which witch you meet. All iterations of Baba Yaga have several things in common. She lives in the woods, she's famous for devouring children, and she has a tendency to kidnap and eat babies. Wow. What the fuck? Even without such a gruesome hobby, Baba Yaga's appearance is quite horrifying. Often described as bony-legged and repulsive, she has the haggard face of an ogress and iron teeth for devouring young flesh. She's also renowned for her long, prominent nose. All the better to sniff out her unfortunate victims with, I suppose. So in the story Baba Yaga's Black Geese, 2 Bebe's kids sneak out of their house while their mother is at the market, even though she has warned them not to go out while the geese are flying, and one, of course, is snatched up and brought back to Baba Yaga's hut for her dinner. The other is able to save her brother through the use of magical items. And the 2 learn a valuable lesson about not listening to their mother. But did they really learn a lesson? My sources probably say fucking not. They are children after all. So in that story, as in many others, Baba Yaga is a powerful witch who feeds on children. But apparently she may have originally been a Slavic goddess and Earth Mother. She actually may have been initially the personification of nature, which can be cruel or kind. Some have claimed she personifies a plow, which breaks the earth to enable the planting, fertilization, and growth of crops. Which, I mean, fuck you, for real. Baba is really difficult to categorize because her fairy tales are so contradictory. In some tales, she's a deity who controls the elements, and in others, nature turns against her as rivers and forests bring about her untimely death. Some stories depict her as invincible and all-knowing, and some show her vulnerabilities to trickery. So there are stories where she's a terrifying, ravenous monster, and there are stories where she's somewhat maternal, possibly a mentor who passes on her magic to apprentices who do quite a bit of good in the world. And it's incredibly confusing to some that Baba Yaga appears to be both everything and nothing at the same time in Slavic folklore. She's in thousands of stories and also presents thousands of faces in her fairy tales. She's just a lot. I mean, you know what? Same girl, for real. So anyway, that's really it. If you want to look into Baba Yaga, you probably should do that. It's pretty cool and actually the base of a lot of fairy tales that we know today, like Cinderella, Snow White, Hansel and Gretel. There's a lot of different ones and you should read them. You should read them and you should let me fucking know. Let me know about it because I think that Slavic folklore shit seems pretty fucking cool. Some of them, she's like a crazy bitch and she's like a carnivorous witch and she just eats everybody, not just the babies. She's not just eating the babies, she's eating everybody. All right? You should read some shit and let me know what you think about it. And that's really all I have for you guys today. Thanks for taking a listen. I don't normally do this shit by myself, so it's kind of weird. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day. May your poison always be extra. I'm Tress. See you next time.